Lol, 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 lol. It's insane. It's the first trash run, so I wanted to make a video about, hey, I've tested the new gem. It's not a Circa Barb or anything, that's a Frenzy Whirlwind Barbarian. Insane gear, very spiky damage. I'm enjoying the setup here a little bit. But yeah, I'm trying to farm up with this build now. I tested different things, but Barb is pretty fun, especially on like lower difficulty. Players 8 is tough. Players 8 Harris is tough, not gonna lie. But yeah, wanted to share this build here real quick, doing one Trav run and I Hawk a Vex. Like what? My remaining gear here, High Lords. Yeah, pretty basic stuff for a Whirlwind Barb, I think. The last wish here. But it's about the gem. Look at this, man. So the gem itself requires level 75. It drops from the Uber Ancients. There's like the new endgame encounter. Pretty fun, not gonna lie. Let's pick that up. Whatever, disconnect or something. It reminds me of a lot of people are probably familiar with what Project Diablo 2 is, like this mod. And this reminds me of I always corrupted a G-Phase on my Frenzy Barb over there for 3 sockets. And then just socketed crazy max damage, enhanced damage tools in there to have a lot of text and a lot of extra DPS. This reminds me of this, so absolutely insane. Enhanced damage, it happened to roll like this. It's a little bit RNG. It also could drop the cold gem instead from this ancient. So I was really lucky first try. I got the one I wanted to farm and needed for my barbarian build. But I needed the gem did not say, if I remember correctly, hey, you can only socket this once per character or something. Can you have several of them in the gear? And or for a different element, let's say I would have so many questions about these gems, man. So this is the physical variant. Okay, what if I play a Circa Barb, like a Trevi Hawk? I have one. Do I need the physical then, and the one for magic damage? Same with the both Thunder Charms then? Or how did that go? How is that going? Like what? So kind of crazy. But yeah, the extra damage is nuts. It's better than any jewel. I have different G-Phase helms with max damage, with attack speed, the different stats. But yeah, this is also better than a rainbow facet, right? Like a bad example here, there's no physical damage rainbow facet, but I'm just saying. So yeah, the new gem will beat any RBF. And probably also crazy gems. Just some random I found in Trev. I keep collecting them if I find a cool one. Yeah, let's try to invoke a Herald. I think I want to change the Merc. I want my Act 1 Merc back with the Faith Bow. Or Fanaticism Aura, because right now like it's a little bit a, hey, Heralds hate this build type of Barbarian, you know what I mean? So yes, I even have Drax and Last Wish. So both is life tap, right? But I want a proc. I want to connect and it needs to proc. Either or. It's all just in mind for players 8 Heralds. To stay alive. But yeah, I have less attack speed and it's not a face blade in the main hand. The range is nice for Whirlwind though. But that's the, yeah, it's a little bit slower, but that's the point of this build. That's why I'm pairing this with Frenzy. Since they changed it here in Resurrected. So if someone would not have enough attack speed on the gear to reach the highest frame for Whirlwind, no problem. Just reach this frame with the attack speed buff from Frenzy, because it counts now towards Whirlwind. That's pretty cool. But yeah, for the initial hit of Frenzy, for the initial first swing to get the stacks going, it would be nice to have the Act 1 Merc back again with the Fanaticism. Crazy. Let's terrorize a Diablo real quick. Maybe. Insane. The Vex Rune drop. The Vex Rune Hork. Find item. OP. That's 1 point. It's not a Hawker, it's 1 point find item. Oh, leap. Let's leap over there real quick. Nice rubber band. I'm excited about this a little bit. The patch notes say fix something with leap. But I'm not sure if this is just a general server lag issue or if it's really just a leap. And hopefully that's what they are talking about. That would be insane. Like this leap rubber banding is really... It gets to you, man. If it would happen now and then, okay. But it's a real issue, so I hope this is fixed, man, next season. Barb S tier then, just because of the leap fix. I don't have to damage demons right now on the gloves. Ura's shield, that's the wrong base. Damn, I need to find a exile base. Need to find me a nice ethereal exile base. But does it have to be 45 all res though? Can I not get away with... It's just that I've just found the Vex rune. I think it's Ohm Vex something. Can I get away with socketed in a 42, 43 res? Nobody can afford a 45 res base, man. It costs several Haruns. Rancham. I usually hork like these mini bosses again, right? But I don't hork like every monster. Not on this build. Blue Jewel, I saw that. My Mercenary has a Plague. Lawbringer and Ethereal Cryptic Swords. That's a decent base for him. I think it's a little bit better than the Faceplate, better damage. Fortitude and Ethereal Aureoles. I need to upgrade this. It's a low lifestyle per hit roll. Worth it? Question mark. But yeah, he needs this gem as well. Oh my god. And yeah, I swap his gear all the time. Sometimes I equip him Dual Grief. Or he has the Last Wish and I have Grief plus whatever. Or I have the Dual Grief. It's difficult to say. For players 1, it's all just for fun. Because it's overkill anyways, you know what I mean? Don't feel much of a difference if I have 1 grief or 2 grief on players 1. They will be dead in 1 world, that's it. Whisker! Also funny. Ooh, the heralds! The heralds are here, look at the ads. Okay, that's only players 1 stuff. But usually they swarm you, and when they have like a crazy aura stand, oh my god. No Thunder Charm, rip. Yeah, cool little extra boss. I think the new tech is nice. I like this new endgame stuff. Even when I did shit a little bit on the on this Uber Ancients run, it was super fun, man. Can't wait to do another one. And I'm very OCD in this game when it comes to like collect things. So in my mind, with the new gems, I need this in every helm, in every possible weapon I can socket this, just to try and... Like I need at least the physical gem alone 2 more times. I need 2 cold one, I need a magic one, I need a poison one. Plus the grand charms. And a new Thunder Charm will be a big deal in combination also with the jewel. My god, it will be so much damage. Drop a statue, come on. The damage feels very blunt without this, without the 350 gloves. That's insane. I get in chaos. It would feel way smoother with those gloves, of course, But like a little try-hard setup against the player's 8 heralds, question mark. You know what I mean? Just as much lifesteal as possible. Boots, Gore Rider, nice roll, 169, 200 AD are perfect. High Lords for the amulet. Yeah, it's mainly about the gem, man. Let me know what you are thinking about this. You guys probably have 10 of those already socketed in your gear and so on. I did Uber's first time. That's crazy. Like the Uber Ancients. Inventory. Decent max damage charms. I will probably replace this for the Thunder Jump. Because, yeah, like a 10 max damage is way better than 1-2 combat skills. Well, if I would start next season a Barbarian, I would aim for Berserker Axis. I want to try that once. I want Kingslayer out in 2 Berserker Axes. Then I would be happy. Wouldn't also be a too crazy expensive setup. Don't need to farm up to Grief. I mean, if I'm lucky and if I'm low, of course, I probably make the Grief. But need to assume, like, worst case scenario, I get no drops. Can I still have a decent character somehow? Wow, I went the wrong direction. What the hell? The eyes. There are these paintings on the wall, the graffiti. You're looking for two. Not here. It's not here. It's here. It's here. Wait, check out Grimboard. Check out Grimboard, bro. That shies monsters away. Same where like here the Howl. And it's an insane damage multiplier. It looks cool as hell. It's a big ass totem, skeleton totem. Enemies take 25% increased damage. That's a big multiplier. Oh my god, and I should hork a little bit more today. I think after this Vexeron drop, that's wild. This is Grand Charm farming area for real. Hello.
Evening. Yes.
Nothing. Oh, damage to undead instead of demons. Almost 50 is still a high roll, I keep it. My skill tree of choice is a Whirlwind, Frenzy hybrid spec. Which allows me to pretty much play whatever weapons I want in terms of attack speed. That makes sense, because attack speed will get scaled up anyways. And even if I would have probably 0 attack speed on my gear, don't quote me on it, because I don't know exactly how to calculate all this stuff. I only know I equip a faceplate, I'm good. Now I don't have a faceplate, so. But if I use a very slow weapon, doesn't matter at 20, or is it 20? But at maximum frenzy stacks, I probably have the attack speed for Whirlwind, you know what I mean? So that's a pretty cool tech. And Barb, and especially Whirlwind Barb, Frenzy Barb, it's one of my all-time favorites, Indie 2, or any ARPG in that regard. So to have a D2R exclusive Barbarian build here, I think that's cool. I like it. Berserk, 1 point. It's a crazy ability. In one shot, especially with a weapon, a heavy hitting weapon like this. Also, Mercenary has the Grapple Fire proc. But it's just easier to have this as a keybind, boom, one shot, and then move on. It's super cool to use. Yeah, those are my keybinds here. It's not too crazy. I have F1, Frenzy, F2, the Berserk, F3, Howl, shout monsters away, like all these ads. Then only the champion pack would remain. You can kill him, e.g. the Heralds. F4, debuff. Against players 8 Heralds, I have to use all these tricks. So Battle Cry, and on E, I have the Totem, or a Grimboard. But it requires a body. So I would kill one ad of the Herald, or place a thingy like this. Then they get scared away also, and then I can focus on the Herald. Debuff the Herald with Battle Cry, then slaughter. That's the idea. But it can be hectic or chaotic. Players 8 Heralds is really no joke. Remaining gear. Oh, maybe one thing more about Frenzy. The ability is so crazy. Sometimes I only have, in some build variations, I only have 1 point in here. I also back in the day played like a real frenzy build. So I also maxed out double swing, for example, which gives a massive boost, synergy damage bonus. But yeah, the ability is so insane. It hits like a truck as it is. I like it mainly for the stacks, run, walk, attack speed. And I go with 20 always. 20, 20. Then the combat skills, Blade Mastery, 20, depending on the weapons. 1 into those, which are also up for debate if I even need a run walk, if I have 20 points into Frenzy. Or 1 point Iron Skin. I've seen people, like I always recommend, hey, dump remaining points into Nether Resistance. I've seen people before they maxed out Iron Skin. But yeah, in my case here it's 1 to X points. Nether Resistance, up a little bit. With Fate procs, I'm okay. For the war cries, this Vex rune at the beginning of the video here, 1 point, find item. I have like a 46, I think with buff it's like a 47% chance right now to get loot again. And then it rolls a Vex rune, insane. 1 point Grimboard, highly underrated. Briefly talked about it. I think it's an insane thingy, but the downside is it requires a body. 20 battle orders, because I have 300 strength for a massive damage bonus, 200 dex for a massive boost to dexterity. And therefore I absolutely want my 20 battle order, but I may be thinking about respeccing this and go back to vitality only for the player's 8 heralds. Like it would be better, like the ads are so nuts and I need to whirl through these ads, right? And if I have like only 3k HP or 2.5k HP, I get clapped. Yes, cool damage, bro, but yeah, it doesn't do much. It's not enough HP for players 8 heralds, I think. So I maybe go back to full HP and then it's 5k, 6k. Most damage comes from stats like Crushing Blow, Open Wounds, all that stuff anyways. If you play a Grief, most of the damage from Grief is from like the Venom and damage to demons and so on. The base is just a faceplate. So ED is not that big of a deal for a Grief, I think. Dual Grief, Enigma, bam, done. Vitality only. But yeah, as of now I have it like this, because it looks insane. And it's good DPS, not gonna lie. But for players 8, not enough HP.